What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you guys how to make this look. Just kidding, I'm having a makeup on. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a drugstore makeup tutorial. This is ideal for, students, or if you're balling on a budget and you just don't want to shell out the money for really expensive high-end makeup. I totally understand. And I just kind of want to show you guys that there are some really good products out there in the drugstore. For the most part, I think that drugstore makeup is legit. So I'm going to be creating a very easy everyday look that you can wear to school, that you can just wear every day. So if you would like to find out how I can create this look that I'm not wearing on my face, then stay tuned. Alright, so I have recently been breaking out, if you can't tell, and whenever I do break out, I make sure that I start off with a blurring primer. So the primer I'm using today is the Baby Skin Maybelline Instant Pore Eraser that I've used before in other tutorials, so you know that I use this primer a lot. I'm going to apply this to any areas that have larger pores or more texture. So oftentimes, breakouts, you can have texture there, or you can have scarring, or just in general areas that you want to smooth out. So for me, that's my chin area. I break out a lot, hormonally right here. You can see some dark spots and some texture. I also have a breakout here, and then also on my nose because I picked it. I'm so bad, I know. And now it's gonna scab. But yeah, so that's why you need this instant pore eraser to get rid of that texture. For an additional primer, I'm using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. I'm just going to take a little tiny bit of that, and I'm going to apply this mostly on my cheeks and the high points of my face, because I want to, even though I want to mattify and blur out some of my pores, I still want to have a bit of luminosity to my skin so it still looks like skin. Moving on to foundation. So for today I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. And yes, there is a matte version that's also really good, but since I like more of a glow to my face, I'm going to be using this today. This is the shade Sun Beige 208 and Natural Beige 205. I'm going to mix these two together. To blend this out, I'm going to be using an e.l.f. brush. Yeah, it's an amazing brush and it's really cheap. This is the Ultimate Blending Brush by e.l.f. I'm going to blend that out with this brush. So the great thing about this brush is that it's dense enough but not too dense, and it's big enough as far as the surface so that it blends everything out very quickly and easily. So I just do patting motions and then eventually into these little circular motions. But this foundation, let me tell you, is amazing. It has really good coverage, and it also keeps the glow to your skin, and then on top of that, it's long wearing. So they claim 24 hours. I've never worn foundation for 24 hours long. I think I would kill myself if I did. I would just want to rip it off my face. You can sheer it out. You can build it up if you want full coverage. It's a very versatile foundation. I'm going to go in then and conceal any of my imperfections, so blemishes, any dark pigmentation, and to do so I'm using the Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer in the shade Medium 40. This concealer is pretty pigmented. It's, what can I say about it? It's good stuff. And to blend it out, I'm using a Real Techniques. I think this is an eyeshadow blending brush. It's very dense and it's very small. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you guys off. It's very dense and very small. So it's good for pinpointing any areas that you need a little bit more coverage. So for me, that's this little sucker right here. Also my nose, my scabby nose. Shame on me for picking it. And then also around my mouth, because I get a lot of hyperpigmentation there from breakouts and picking. Don't pick your skin, guys. It's not good for you. I should tell myself that more often. I also do a little bit around my nose because I tend to get a little bit red there. I'm going to go into my eyebrows first before I do eyeshadow. I have been loving this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Ultrafine Tip Shaping Pencil, and it's in the shade Brunette. So you have, a twist up mechanical pencil over here, And then you also have a really nice brush here. And I like this brush a lot because it's kind of softer to the touch. Some brushes are really, really coarse and it like really hurts when you're brushing your brows through. So I'm actually gonna use that brush right now, and then I'm gonna brush my brows, just keep them, or get them into the shape that I want them to be. They're a little bit long right now. And then I'm gonna flip it to the other side and use a pencil. This is very, very comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil, except for it's a fraction of the price. So all in all, this is a very affordable option for your eyebrows. And the next product is also a brow product, is even more affordable. And this is the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. So I've never heard of this brand Essence, and then I think it was on YouTube and I was searching for an affordable brow gel and this came up, and you guys, it's good stuff. So this is in the shade Brownie Browns. And it's got this little itty bitty brush. I know the video that I watched says it's like almost an exact dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brow brow gel. And it's got little tiny fibers. It's actually pretty pigmented, and it's overall just a really good eyebrow gel. So on days where I'm really lazy with my brows, which is a lot, I'll just use this by itself and comb it through my brows, and it'll give, you know, more definition to my brows and then also keep it into place. So for eye primer, I'm also using another product by Essence. This is the I Love Stage eyeshadow base. This is an amazing base, and I just put a little bit on my lids. And this, okay guys, this is like $2 or $3 for both of these products. This brand Essence, I got it at Ulta. It's amazing. It's so affordable. And they work really, really well. So I'm just gonna blend it out using that same Real Techniques brush that I use for my concealer. Blend all of that out. And then also guys, I'm using affordable eye brushes, or sorry, makeup brushes as well. And I will link everything down below. Eyes are primed, ready to go for eyeshadow. I'm using the CoverGirl True Naked Nudes palette. This is a beautiful palette. If you want to see some swatches, let's go in with this guy right here. Look, so bright. And that is so pretty. This is the color Mink. I really like it. It's kind of like a tawny, pinky shimmery shade. And then I like this palette because they give you some mattes, like 3 good mattes, maybe 4, I haven't used that shade yet, but they also give you some amazing shimmer shades. So as an overall shadow palette, you know, and for me especially, because I like those brown nudes, like I would reach for this almost every day. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This is the color Shell. And I'm going to apply this with a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M524 brush. I love doing, putting down like a cream shade on top of my primer, or my eyelid primer first. So this allows everything to blend in a little bit more easily. So since this is an everyday look, I'm going to go a little bit lighter and something that's more wearable throughout the day. So I am going to take my brush and I'm going to dip it into this shade right here. This is the color Fawn. It's a really nice neutral soft brown shade, and I'm going to place this into my crease or the outer edge of my eye. So I just want a little bit of definition because I like created such a blank canvas. I still want my eyes to have some dimension to it, so I'm gonna do a little bit of this shade to bring back the shadow to my eyes. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix this shade Fawn with the shade Cocoa right here. So just creating a deeper shade. I'm just gonna place this again on the outer corner. And then I'm gonna go in with a clean fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M433 brush. Actually, these both are. And then I'm going to go in and blend out the edges. And then on top of that, I'm going to put a little bit of shimmer. So I'm going to go in with this shade called Champagne, and I'm going to place that on my lids as well as my inner corner. Ooh, so pigmented. And And then I'm gonna also bring it into the inner corner. So I've placed that color down, then I'm gonna go back with my fluffy brush and then blend it out. I'm gonna do the other eye real quick. To line my eyes, I'm gonna be using the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Shine Eyeliner. That's a really long name. It even says, this eyeliner is so good, the name had to be this long. So this is in the color Jet Black. It's just like a, black eyeliner pencil, and I'm gonna place that in my upper waterline. Just gonna tightline my eyes. I like to look down into a mirror and then slowly rub it against my eyelash line. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes and then apply some mascara. Let me just rave about this mascara for a second. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara in the color Berry Black. So this mascara is so good. It's real good, guys. I was using another drugstore mascara before that, and that was like the mascara for me. Like, I thought that was it. It couldn't get any better than that. And then I found this one. The reason why I like this mascara so much is that it obviously gives you more volume, more length, but the number one thing is that it still makes your eyelashes look wispy and separated. So I'm also going to apply that on my bottom lashes. So mascara is on. Next we're going to go into the under eye concealer. Concealer is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is a total dupe for the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And don't get me wrong, I've had 2, I believe, tubes of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I found this concealer and it's just amazing. I don't know, it's so good. And it's at a fraction of the price. Drugstore products are so good. So I like to kind of blend it in with my fingers first. Use the warmth of your fingers. And then I'll go in with this brush. This is the Morphe M335 brush. It's kind of dirty. But this is the perfect under eye concealer brush. It blends everything out like a dream. It's small enough to get into those, into the inner corner. And it's also dense enough. Like, it's just like this brush, but smaller and more condensed. So you can be a little bit more precise about it. For bronzer, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronze Powder. I've never used this brand until recently, and I found this at Ulta. And I was like, oh, I'll just try it out. And it ended up being amazing. So I'm gonna apply this bronzer with my E3 brush by Morphe. And I'm gonna just go into the hollows of my cheeks and bring back warmth to my face. Other side. The other thing I really like to do with this bronzer is I'll bring it across the bridge of my nose, because that is a high point and you naturally get bronzed there. It would look unnatural if you weren't a little bit or if you didn't have a little bit of color right here. The blushes I'm using today is the same brand as the bronzer. It's the Revolution, the matte blush. It's in the shade Fusion. It's a very nice peach pink color. It's very pigmented, guys, super pigmented. So I'm gonna just literally dab once and then apply it to my face. Because the first time I did it, I looked like a clown and I put way too much blush on. And this is the Milani Strobe Light Instant Glow Powder. And this is in the shade Sun Glow. Looks like that. It's super pretty. And to apply this highlight, I'm using the Morphe M501 brush. This is more of a golden highlight. And they have different shades. They have a more pinky shade, but I felt like the golden highlight would fit my skin tone better. And just the tops of my nose. It's such a pretty highlight. I barely dip my brush into the product and it gives you just such a nice glow. For lips, I'm going to use this really simple lip pencil by Boots. It's the number 20 Nude. And I also apply it to my entire lip. Lipstick is the Maybelline lipstick. It's a matte lipstick and it's in the shade Clay Crush. It's a really beautiful rose nude, I would say. It's not too pink and it's not too brown. And it doesn't make you look washed out. I have a makeup setting spray. This is the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist with rose water and green tea. You can buy this at Target. And I'm just going to spray that all over my face. Fan it. And this will make sure that my foundation, my blush, my bronzer, everything will stay in place for the entire day. All right, guys. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it down below. I would love to hear your thoughts or any feedback that you guys have for me. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay guys, there is a rogue fly flying around and it's driving me insane, but can't kill it, so we're just going to roll with it. Makeup look. Oh, this fly! Oh, this fly is killing me. It's killing me.